conversation.
So you're calling about the $9.95 a month plan from Colonial Penn?
I am. We put it off long enough. We are getting that $9.95 plan today.
Is it time for you to call about the $9.95 plan? I'm Jonathan from Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. Sometimes we just need a reminder not to take today for granted. If you're age 50 to 85, you can get guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance starting at just $9.95 a month. There are no health questions, so you can't be turned down for any health reason. The $9.95 plan is Colonial Penn's #1 most popular whole life plan. Options start at just $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate can never go up. It's locked in for life. Call today for free information. And you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. So call now.
Call 1-800-523-9696 for free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-523-9696. 1-800-523-9696. Call now.
Hello, Colonial Penn?
Right now at 3, one person is now in custody for last night's deadly stabbing spree in Huntington Beach. We have new details about how that confrontation unfolded, and a friend of the victims tells us about the lives tragically cut short. The peak of this week's heat wave is here, and so is potentially dangerous air pollution thanks to last night's fireworks. Meteorologist David Bigger has what you need to know in the First Alert forecast. And a popular beach route closed for months from a landslide. Now there's help for businesses to stay afloat until repairs are done.
The NBC4 News at 3 starts with breaking news.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Annabelle Sedano. Let's get right to it. We begin at 3 with breaking new details and charges filed in that deadly robbery at Fashion Island. 3 men were charged today with murder in the death of a 68-year-old tourist from New Zealand. On Tuesday, Patricia McKay was killed outside the Fashion Island Mall in an armed robbery. According to police, the men jumped a car and tried to take her husband's watch. McKay was then run over by the getaway car. The Orange County District Attorney's Office says all 3 men face a possible death sentence if convicted. Now to the extreme heat, fire danger, and hazardous air. You can scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen to connect to the First Alert radar network. You can track real-time temperatures and air quality conditions wherever you are. Meteorologist David Bigger is here with your First Alert forecast. David, what kind of temperatures are we looking at right now?
Well, Annabelle, we've got some dangerous heat across some of our inland spots right now, up to 109 degrees around Hemet. Santa Clarita 107, but 30 minutes ago is up around 114 degrees. 110 in Lancaster right now, 108 in Victorville, 92 degrees in West Covina, 86 in downtown LA. And the real spot to try to beat the heat has been closer to the coastline, where we're still looking at temperatures in the low 70s. The temperatures we have this afternoon are the hottest that we're looking at for the next couple of days, but it's also coupled with something else that we're concerned about, and that is the overnight temperatures for tonight for some areas. This is Santa Clarita tonight. You can see that by the time we get toward about 5 p.m., still around 106 degrees. But look at these overnight temperatures, still in the mid 80s as late as 1 o'clock in the morning, only getting down to the low 80s at the coolest by the time we get toward about 5 o'clock in the morning. And then sunrise is not too long after that. And that's typically right about where the low temperature is going to be. So upper 70s and low 80s, that is not effective cooling through the overnight hours for anybody exposed to the heat. So for the rest of today and for tomorrow, we still have a high to very high risk of heat-related illnesses to anybody who is exposed to the heat without access to air conditioning or hydration. The red flag warning we have for the mountains, the Ventura County Mountains and the LA County Mountains, has now been extended through early Monday. And we also are still keeping track of some pretty bad pollution in the atmosphere right now. Particulate advisory remains in effect through tonight. I'll have additional details on this as well as tomorrow's heat coming up in just a minute. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you very much for that. And as you just heard, Southern California is dealing with poor air quality after last night's 4th of July fireworks. NBC4's Christian Cáceres is live in Rialto, where many people are dealing with it and the dangerous heat. Christian.
That's right, Annabelle. I can tell you the air quality here is very visible. And after talking to several people today, they say they have been complaining about the poor visibility. And just to give you an example, you can see just really how hazy it is in the backdrop. You can barely see the Europa Mountains in the far distance. But I can tell you that along the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains, we found some hikers today who packed the necessary essentials to stay cool from the summer heat, like water, and of course they were wearing light clothing. Now they were now forced to breathe that heavy layer of pollutants that, according to one doctor, can be very dangerous. We spoke to Dr. Douglas Chiriboga at Pomona Valley Hospital, who says air pollution is a combination of smog and industrial emissions, but when you add that extra layer from the fireworks, He says the air becomes dangerous.